Wow, guys. Hello from Colorado. Happy spring. May 3rd. Look at this. Okay. This is my car behind me. And this is, I don't know, about a foot of snow that just came down overnight. It is a few more inches than we were expecting. The forecast had gone back and forth between 1 to 3 inches and then turning to rain, and then 5 to 8 inches I saw one time. And then last night, I think it just said 3 to 5 inches overnight. So we have a good foot. I was actually going to measure it. This is the good side of my car. I just opened up my door to get the camera holder out. But let me show you around here. See if you can see. It's still coming down really good. So all around me as well, the snow is coming off of the treetops and just plopping down on the ground. It's a very heavy snow. It's very wet. It's sliding down off the roof. I know, Dada. I know. You told us. So this is, a normal part of May, and all the locals have been expecting it. So everyone was talking about, when is our snow coming? We want to have our big 1, 2, 3 footer. And well, I'd be curious to see how much we get by the end of the day. It's calling for snow all the way through the day. There's a possibility of it changing to rain, but it's really pretty nonetheless. And I don't have anywhere I need to be. So Brian did have to leave for work. He was a little bit late this morning, but let's see, his tracks might be over here. They might be buried in the driveway at this point. And boy, am I ticked because I already packed up my snowshoes and they're over at the property. So not too deep for Vigo. He loves it. He was begging me to come out all morning. Okay, it's almost to my knees. So there's the spot where Brian's car was. No sign of any plows yet. I think one other truck went by this morning. So here's the road. Yeah, it looks like a good foot of snow. So that's the road there. Yeah, you can tell just it's still coming down pretty. All right, thanks, Data Fan. We'll see you next time. But holy moly, our big storm. I wonder if we're going to get more than this one, because some folks have said that we tend to get a couple in May. I think it was last year where they got about maybe it was 2 to 3 feet of snow, so hard to say. And I don't know when it might melt. We're supposed to have a great weekend and sunny in the 50s, but anyway, so here I am trying to, luckily I didn't pack up my winter coat because I packed up just about everything else. So my warm mittens and my warm hat, and I guess I'll just do what Vigo's doing and just kind of sit down in the snow here. We're just kind of sitting in it. Whoops. So, whoops, here's, I don't know what's going on in the video. Anyway, there's Vigo. And, boy, it's kind of fun. I haven't really sat down in this much snow in a while. I don't know if I can make a snow angel. If I had a lot of folks over, I'd make some sugar on snow and boil up some maple syrup and we have a party. But I think it's one of those stay inside days. Maybe we'll play outside a little bit. Vigo wants to play outside every minute. So, so I did have some plans. I actually have some stuff to do today. I've got an art show in Fort Collins tomorrow. So I need to be able to get out of here. I might have to borrow Brian's car for tomorrow and be able to make it to Fort Collins with all of my gear. I was going to pack up my car today, but that might have to wait till tomorrow. I don't know how much is going to stick around as far as all the snow, if it turns to rain or not. Hey, Vigo. He's happy if he's got his ball. And how did you find that ball out here? Must have been buried. Anyway, so pretty quiet. Haven't seen any signs of wildlife. We probably got 10 inches overnight, and at least it's been coming down for a few more hours, so probably up to 12 now. I was actually gonna go measure it, so let's go get the measuring stick and see what we've got for inches. I'm not looking forward to shoveling this. Looks really heavy. I might have to do some exercise after all. At least the snow shovels here are not up at the property. So let me go inside, grab the ruler, and let's measure this. The power's been flickering on and off all morning, so that's been kind of crazy. I've had to turn the radio back on, and I've been trying to charge my phone, but every time the power flickers off, the phone stops charging. So, all right, let's look at the, this is the garbage cans. Probably not the best spot, but let's look at the railing. So we're at almost 11 inches up there on the railing, but I'm trying to think another good spot to measure would be, how about the top of this garbage can? Pretty flat. Yep. So definitely about a foot of snow. Okay. This is the most snow we've gotten all year. Every storm we've had has been about 5 or 6 inches. The very first storm we had in October was 8 inches, and 12 by far is this is the most we've had. So it's like the snowstorm I've been waiting for all year, except it's at the time of year where I'm ready to move on to spring. That's crazy though, when you're kind of looking at if you're looking at your footprints. I mean, it's just buried down there. I mean, that's my knees right there. So anyway, kind of exciting. I didn't really expect this when I woke up this morning. It wasn't even snowing when we went to bed. So it had snowed off and on throughout the day, but really it was just sleeting and raining. So it was mostly, you know, a bunch of wetness. So it was just raining and going back and forth between sleet and rain. And it snowed about 1 inch before Brian got home. And then I think when we went to bed, it wasn't even snowing yet. So yeah, it was definitely a surprise. And I know when I looked out the window when I woke up and I saw the trees and I saw what the snow looked like on the trees, I was like, okay, this is definitely, there's been a lot of snow happening, and it's really thick and it's holding on to everything. And then occasionally it will drop off onto the, it drops off on the ground. And actually when Brian said he was going to work and getting in the car, and that's what happened to him. So like he was right by a tree that had no snow underneath it, and then suddenly out of nowhere it dumped all the snow on his head. So it's definitely heavy. It's the kind of stuff that could break branches. I can see it in the background there, just falling off the trees. Very heavy right now. It's probably close to snowing 1/2 inch, 1 inch an hour. So we'll see how much we get by the end of the day, guys. I can't believe it. I mean, I can, but I don't know. It's just one of those things you think it's over with, especially after living in the South for 15 years. You just don't really expect a sudden burst of winter in the first week of May. But yeah, on Tuesday night, I actually took a class at the extension office on spring planting trees and shrubs. And I got all excited for going to buy shrubs and bushes and trees and crab apples and things that might grow in our area. But I said, my one question in the class was, when do you think is a good time to plant this stuff? And the instructor said, oh, wait until the end of May. She definitely didn't hesitate when she said, wait until the end of May. Because I think the last date for hard frost is May 15th. It might even be later than that. I'm forgetting, but kind of like a zone 3, zone 4 area for cold temperatures. So we're definitely, she was teaching us about how to get the hardy stuff, choosing the right selections. But let's take a look at my car here. My little car is definitely not getting out today. Wheels halfway buried. And look at all the mud. It might get clean today, folks. You see some of the buildup where the snow was sliding off the window, but kind of clinging onto some other parts. So definitely have my work cut out for me if I want to get anywhere tomorrow. But I might take the easy way out and use Brian's car and take that up to Fort Collins instead. And then maybe I can drive out there Saturday with my car. So, yep. We were supposed to have the chimney sweep come yesterday as well, but I had to cancel. I said, we got snow, and also I'm using the wood stove right now. So could we reschedule for another day? So that's on our to-do list as well, is have somebody come out here. Part of our rental agreement is to get the chimney swept. And gosh, it's definitely quiet out here. What do you think, Fago? He could be out here all day. He was begging me to come out all morning, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go out and maybe bring a shovel. So probably my next task for today is try to work on the driveway a little bit to assist with the melting. And even if it does turn to rain today, I think just giving a little bit of assistance to get the driveway clear. There's no telling when the plows might come by, so that is definitely up in the air, especially if it's supposed to snow for the rest of the day. I think the forecast was at least until 4 o'clock. Oh my goodness, could be 2 feet by then. So hopefully I'm going somewhere tomorrow. If not, boy, maybe by Saturday, but I'll do my best to make it out there. I need to get going on some of these markets. But wanted to show you guys the snowfall, and if it's still going later on today, maybe I'll give you a little bit of an update. So thanks for joining, and we'll see you next time. Bye.